A good opening win for us. I thought our guys, it was a clean football game, especially with the first group. Opportunistic. We showed some capabilities with our special teams, obviously shutting someone out. That's an accomplishment defensively, and I thought we did a nice job kind of with a new quarterback, new wide receivers, new tight ends. So I thought it was a good opening performance.
Derek, what went through your mind the last 2 or 3 days? How did the actual experience turn out to what you thought?
I've been pretty excited up to like game day, and like more so is me thinking like, am I going to be nervous or not? Because I didn't really get nervous for my high school games, but obviously this is much bigger than that. So I wasn't really sure I was going to take it, but I thought I handled it pretty well. I was pretty relaxed before the game started, so it was good.
What can you say about the game plan that coaches drew up for you to get you started?
It was great. It was perfect for a quarterback coming in the system. I mean, we relied on our veteran O-line and then our running back, so it was helpful for me, and then it helped the play action game too.
Did you nerves, jitters, things to adjust to? I mean, it's the first game, and no matter how nervous you are, there's always things that you have to tinker with, sort of inside yourself or outside yourself. What did you have to make adjustments to today?
I think I was more so just like extra cautious, which isn't like terrible, obviously, but I was a little slower on some of my reads, I'd say, than I should be. So that's definitely something I have to work on. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the biggest thing. Just I was extra cautious with the ball.
So you got your interception. Did you owe it to everybody after?
Yeah, I did. A lot of my, teammates were teasing me, making fun of me, dropping the first one early in the first half. I did feel bad about it. Just tucked it away in the back of my mind. If I get another opportunity, I told myself I'm going to get it, and the opportunity came, and I got it. So,
talk a little bit about the pressure that your defensive line put on those guys, because he was throwing it away left and right.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like a secondary's dream. Like we just get to sit back. It just takes a lot of pressure off of us. And yeah, I don't know what the stats are, but a lot of QB hits, a lot of QB hurries. So.
Eric, talk about your run game.
First hit was a tough one. It was a welcome to college football hit, but I needed that. I haven't been hitting a couple years now, so it was good for me. So I actually it helped me. I feel like get more comfortable in the game after that hit. So I felt more comfortable running the ball after that.
We're not going to open up with that though.
I mean, is that a weird thing? I mean, is it like riding a bike?
I don't know. I mean, you don't want it to happen too often, but at the same time, it just made me more comfortable with the game, the flow of the game after that.
And how about the help you got from Coop and Smith? Kalen?
Oh yeah, that was great. It was credit to them and the O-line. They did a great job today. I had plenty of time to throw the ball. I had excellent running lanes, and it was a good day up front.
You guys had amazing field position. It must be nice starting.
Oh yeah.
Consistently well over the 50.
Yeah, field position is a big part of the game, and it was definitely on our side throughout the game, so that was good for us.
All right, I got one for you that you're going to need to think about.
Okay.
You guys forced more turnovers than they got first downs.
Wow.
Think about that. What can you say about that?
Man, I'd have to start with the line, the defensive line. They set everything. Like, they are the ones pressuring the quarterback. They're making him nervous, erratic, running around back there, and that causes turnovers. It causes fumbles, errant throws, interceptions. Just as they're always after the quarterback, turnovers tend to happen. So.
First downs flat.
Dang. Yeah, it was a good day for the defense. Yeah.
Derek, maybe it came a little easier today than a lot of people expected, and I know Holy Cross was giving you a game.
it's going to be a little tougher next week. Talk a little bit about what you take out of this one and that you don't take too much out.
We could take that we're obviously a very solid football team, but there's definitely stuff we have to improve on. Myself, I need to get rid of the ball faster, and my decision making needs to be a little quicker, so that's something that I need to do for myself, but I know our coaches will have excellent game plans for us. So.
They seem overmatched. Is that fair to say? I know you don't want to say it, but
I think our game plans were just very, very good for us.
Coach, they seemed a little overmatched.
You know, I think we've got a solid team. We felt our defense was capable, get a lot of experience. It's fun to get some of those guys back. Jackson Perry, Rocco DeLeo, Seth Simmer, TJ Simpson played well. And the guys that filled in, we played about probably 12 defensive linemen. The linebackers obviously was solid. Jake Moan had I thought a pick six right off the bat, but a bunch of batted balls. Jack Trainer all over the place. I thought Nigel Alexander really played well. In the back end, first-time starter, DJ Terry performed well. Boone Stratton is very, very solid. Obviously Isaiah, Nick Pert showed up and played. So this guys that have been around, and we expected to play well against them defensively. Offensively, we just untested at the quarterback position. They had some young receivers playing, and I thought they played well. We thought we needed to establish the run. I was very proud of our offensive line. Came off the ball, did a nice job. Phil Burton at the tackle spot for the first time. Zach Sammartino at the guard spot really played well. The Kilcommons kids and Caskey, obviously they're solid in their experience, but to get Cooper rushing for 100, Miles Smith is just tough physical yards. All the backs. Kalen Parker, I thought really burst a couple. It's a shame he would have been up around 75 or 80 had that play not been called back. And then Dakari Faulkner and Zach Baer. So Danny O'Day's got quite a stable of guys that he's working with. And then the quarterback position was a question. Derek, he's a real cool, kind of unflappable guy, but I thought he handled it well. I thought Kevin did a nice job not putting him in a tough situation. We were able to establish a run, stayed with it, judicious with the pass and the play action. The tight ends got involved in the game for the first time probably in a couple of years. Rempel, I thought, had a couple of nice catches, and Lewis as well. Jones. So it was solid in the special teams field position. We covered kicks well. It was nice, very happy for Connor Davis. At the end of the game, a 52-yarder, why would you do that? It was, as I saw it, a practice opportunity. We could punt another one. We know we can punt down there, but you never know, and he has the leg to hit it. And I wanted to see the protection. Could he elevate the football? We get the snap hold and the operation down. So he hit 2 field goals, did a great job with his hang time and his kickoffs. And then Davis Brief did a nice job dropping the ball twice inside the 20. The turnovers, Jake Pilata, nice run, nice decision, just hold on to the football. And in the pass, it should have been a reception, and we just tipped it into a great play by the linebacker. So I thought, especially with the ones, very, very solid, no penalties. We moved the ball. We were not penalized for delay a game. Our operation was much better, and I thought the coaches did a great job with that. A nice crowd and certainly a wonderful day. So nice to get a W.
what's our official explanation on Georgetown at this point?
Just had he had an injury. That's
Expect him back next week?
yeah. He should be ready to go. And we were cautious with him this week. Could have. He was dressed. If we felt that we needed him, we'd put him out there, but just didn't feel the need to, and so we held off.
You had a chance to play a bunch of guys.
And we kept a bunch of guys out. Strada could have, might not. We held him out. Menza went in for 4 snaps. So those were the two biggest one. Hagdorn out. So the passing component was a little bit lacking today in terms of numbers, but I did think that obviously Honeycutt played very, very well. Masaki Ertz came in and he played well, blocked well. Kamana Hobbs did a nice job. Scotty Lloyd did a nice job. So a bunch of guys came, they rallied, and that's sometimes you get nicked and bumped. It's A&I, Justin improvised. We'll get guys in there. I thought Dave Schuler did a nice job mixing the wides, and Kevin did in terms of not putting guys in bad situations. And the tight ends who played, I think 5 tight ends. So it was a good opportunity for a lot of these guys to, first game jitters and whatnot, especially guys that hadn't played. I thought they executed well.
You've been where quite where Georgetown is now, but what is it like for you to be on the other side and look across and see a team and they're young and he's optimistic about the future? It's a tough time for them right now.
Yeah, no, you feel for him. He's a good coach, and they schematically they do some nice things. A little light numbers, and certainly with the heat today, I'm sure that impacted them as well. They play hard. We just our guys, they came ready to play, and it's tough. You just got to keep looking forward. You take the positives from the situation, and they did some nice things. Their running back had some stuff. They had a couple of receivers. They didn't have time to get the ball to them, but they scared me. Deep threats, and just hang in. Hope they give them time down there.
I saw you looking down at that number when I said more turnovers than first downs. Have you been involved in a game like that before?
On the other side, but yeah, but that's it's a credit to our defense. I thought Don Doves and Sammy McCorkle, Dwayne Brooks did a great job preparing our guys. Our guys executed, and physically, our front four, we felt the matchup was real good. And that was the key. We knew they'd try to throw the football, which they did, and he had no time to throw the football. QB gets knocked around as often as he did, maybe not a whole lot of sacks, but just pressured, bumped, that wears you down. And they couldn't come out of that cycle. And our guys, they just went back. I mean, they were ready to play.
And here comes the softball. You didn't tackle at all during the preseason. How was your tackling today?
I thought it was exceptional. I'll have to go back and take a look, but I don't really recall. There was a kickoff. There was a third kickoff return. We spun out of a couple lanes, got deviated from, but outside of that, there really was not one of our young guys ducked his head, went low on a kid, and kid bounced off. And on the flip side, I thought our yards after contact with our wide receivers, with our tight ends, and especially with our running backs. And again, they don't get hit. People say, well, it was interesting to hear Derek's comment about thriving on it. You feel like you're in the game. I think that kind of ignited our guys as well. That first whack, offense, defense, special teams, we tackle well with punt, kickoff return, and we never do it. We do it on bags. But I think the carryover is there. We practice tackling a lot, and it showed on game day.
How much of this game in the second half with the backups on 3 of 12 on third down?
Yeah.
I would like to be better at that.
Yeah, that was the one thing that struck me. We've got to convert, and I think a lot of it was in the second half. In all honesty, I thought we were pretty effective. The 2 drives stalled out. We had 2 field goal opportunities in the first half, and you'd like to see us kind of push through that. Outside of those 2 opportunities, I thought we converted, and then the second half we subbed up pretty heavily, and just about everybody in the team played. And we gave up. We had 3 holding calls. And the fumble and so forth. But it was nice to get a bunch of guys. We had 3 quarterbacks get snaps, legitimately 2 full sets of offensive linemen, 5 tight ends, 6 running backs, 6 wide receivers. The same type of thing on the defensive side. Everybody basically played.
Say 4 tight ends?
I thought it was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we had 6 of them out there.
Same thing I asked the guys. You can't let that final score fully.
No, it's good to come out the first one, and you do as a coach. You kind of worry, hey, are you guys ready? That we hadn't had. Usually we have the scrimmage with Harvard. We didn't have that, and I don't think it adversely impacted us at all. The guys were ready. They fit in their pads well, executed. Again, I was very impressed. That first 30 minutes was as clean a football game as we've played. 30 minutes since I've been here. I mean, literally there was nothing. I'd like to have finished a couple of drives, but a defense, multiple 3-and-outs, kicking game was effective. We just can't get too high, and that was the conversation at the half. Hey, okay, don't worry, go finish and play harder the second half. I think we're well conditioned. Spencer Brown does a great job with that, and I think that showed. We wore them down a little bit, and obviously we played some numbers. But Holy Cross is a very, very good football team, and we've really got to gear up and be ready to go. The biggest improvements you generally make, coaching cliche, is game 1 to game 2. We got game 1 under our belt, and there's some positives to take, but certainly work to do.
If I could ask one more, and that's just about Kyler's column. You heard it here, you saw it out on the field. You expected that?
Yeah, it's he's what you see is what you get. He's very giving to his teammates. He doesn't talk a whole bunch. He doesn't get riled. He doesn't really get excited. He just executes. And it was I didn't know what he was going to be like. I've never seen him in a game before, and just to see him out. And, he did a nice job with it. He got the signals in. He executed. As he said, he held on the ball a little bit long on occasion. He made a couple of reads, and we give them a lot of flexibility changing a play that he might do differently and will do differently in the future. But it was a great opportunity for him as a first-time starter to get out. And then we feel like, hey, we got two legitimate guys who can play. Gerbino, who's played a bunch of football for us, and now this guy who just did a tremendous job. I don't know what his completion percentage was, but didn't throw the pick. I really I don't fault him on it.
He's very good at, I guess I would call it sort of the old Peyton Manning sliding in. He carries out his fakes well, and that's an old art, kind of a lost art.
Yeah, Kevin does a real good job. Kevin Daft is as good a quarterback coach as you'll find. Works hard with the guys, and they believe in what he does and how he does, and those little nuances. He was a quarterback who played professionally for 5 or 6 years, and all that accumulated experience he's passed on. So you see the difference in our kids.